Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you how to set up your DNS so I can in the future show you how to set up a fully fledged website which you can stick pretty much anything you want on. So first you need to go and buy a domain. I recommend you go to something like namecheap.com and just buy it from there, or go to another site like name.com. Once you've done that, go to dash.cloudflare.com, sign up, and hit Add Site. Then type in the domain you purchased, and hit Continue. Now you can select a plan. Don't worry, you don't have to pay, unless you want to, that is. I'm just going to use the free plan for this example. Cloudflare now checks for any existing DNS records. You probably don't have any. Okay, apparently I have some. I don't know why, but sure. And here we go. So now we've set this up, we can go through the quick startup guide. So I'd recommend you turn on automatic HTTPS rewrites. What it will do is if you, let's say, linked some content, like such as an image, in a insecure manner on your website, so using HTTP instead of HTTPS, then Cloudflare will try and rewrite it to HTTPS if that website is compatible with HTTPS. So we can just hit save there. Always use HTTPS will pretty much redirect anyone who tries to go to an insecure version of your website to the secure version. So you should probably keep that on too. Auto Minify, yeah, it pretty much just makes code a bit smaller most of the time. I'd recommend you just keep that on. And this does something, I don't know what that does. And you can just hit finish. So first we're going to go to SSL. And in SSL we are going to set up SSL. So for this example, I'm going to set it to flexible. This will encrypt the connection between the client and Cloudflare, but won't encrypt the connection between Cloudflare and our server. I recommend that you go ahead, and if you know how to, you secure this connection right here. You can do that in Express quite easily. You should just be able to Google it and find a guide to. I personally use full strict on most of my websites, so instead of having this bit insecure right here, it secures it but also authenticates this web server and makes sure they actually are who they say they are. Quite simple. I wouldn't turn this on if I were you. It's a little irritating. Don't turn it on. And you can go and look in all this stuff, but you probably don't need to right now. Now under DNS, you can obviously just go in and add a DNS record. If you have an IP address given to you by a hosting company, just go in and, well, type it in. Use @ so it's your domain, and just put in the IP address. Don't use this IP address, this is literally localhost. Now when it comes to proxy status, if you turn off proxying, this means Cloudflare will return this IP address when someone looks up your domain name. If it's proxied, Cloudflare will return their IP address, and they'll also protect you from stuff such as DDoS attacks and just attacks in general. They'll also allow you to speed up your website, and yeah. After that, you can go to Firewall and you can configure some rules. I'm going to go to Firewall rules right here. and I'm going to create a new firewall rule. It seems like even though I deleted it, Cloudflare still saved the data for my website, so yeah, you can just create a rule and you can set stuff up. Now you should probably go to settings. I'd suggest you set this to high. It'll challenge anyone who has exhibited threatening behavior within the last 14 days. It's probably a good idea to keep that on. And I'd also recommend you turn on bot fight mode. Cloudflare will then detect when bots or illegitimate bots are trying to access your website and either challenge or block them. You can also turn on JavaScript detections to detect bots quicker and better. And a browser integrity check, yeah, it just evaluates the HTTP headers, not that special. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Actually, we're going to go to speed and we're going to set some stuff up here. We're going to go to optimization. Now, a lot of this in here is premium. I would like to say if you are getting over $20 a month, I would recommend you upgrade to Cloudflare Pro, because it does actually speed up your website. It's a lot for a website, but it does speed it up quite considerably. So yeah, something to think about. If you use WordPress for whatever reason, I do not recommend using WordPress. It is terrible. But if you do use WordPress, then you can use their automatic platform optimization, which is something they've come out with, and most of this we can't even use. So I hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, like it. If it hasn't, dislike it. Make sure to comment if you want to. It does help me somehow. The algorithm likes that. And yeah, have a nice day.